What's up, guys? Welcome back to another TDurrGT video. As you can see in today's title, we're going to be installing some rear strange single adjustable shocks for my 2014 Mustang GT. I also have front struts for the vehicle as well, but in today's video we're going to be installing the strange single adjustable shocks that I have back here. With my future setup that I'm going to do with the car, as you guys may know, I do have a supercharger, a pro charger for the car. It's not installed yet. So I will be around 650 to 700 horsepower, and with that horsepower range, I believe that these pair of strange single adjustable shocks and struts that I will throw on the car, they will suit my setup very well, and I'll be able to control how I want to launch. And if I end up in the future needing to upgrade to a better strut and shock, then I would do that, but for now these are gonna do the job. So let's get into the install. I already took the tires off of the vehicle, as you guys can see. I got one jack stand here on one side. Unfortunately, my other jack stand is in my other car, which I don't have. The jack is holding up the differential back there. As we get under here to the shock, we're gonna remove this by this 15 millimeter. Hopefully it comes off nice and smooth. Oh, actually, it's coming off pretty good. Not bad. Nice. Okay. Now we got this bolt out. I mean, yeah, that'll be all right until I get the top one out. So after we get the bolt loose from the bottom end of the shock, then we're gonna go up top here, and then we're gonna hit this 15 millimeter nut with an impact wrench. The shock will spin as you try to spin the nut off. I tried this with vice grips, it didn't work. So luckily, thankfully, I have a power tool that I can zip this nut off with because it has enough torque. You don't need a swivel, but set that on. Cool. Yeah, I was really struggling with this at first. I was trying to do this video without using a gun or any impact tools, but this is necessary. The nut is off and the bushing is off as well, so that means now the strut should be able to just fall through from underneath once I take the bolt out. And this should pop out down. All right, so here's the stock strut, or the stock shock we have here. Strange shock right here. And as you can see, I took the ribbon off, so you would just have to squeeze to recharge the shock. So the new strange single adjustable shock comes with a new top mount nut right here. I'm just gonna keep this in order. Now it comes off. With this grommet right here, guys, I'm gonna throw some lubricant on it. Should be able to see it good, pretty good. All right, okay. Nice, got through. Actually easier than taking it out. So smooth, that's in. And we have the shock through up here. What? I work on my car wherever I want.
You can't.
Yes, I can.
So you didn't read the paper?
What paper?
That says you're not supposed to put your car in the garage.
Who said that? When?
It's on the paper that just came last week too.
Oh well. On there. Settings here. So each strut and shock, they have 11 performance settings that I can set them to. So for the street application, as we can see here on the bottom right, For the rear, since we just installed the shocks, I'm going to set it to street application, which is at 4 or 5 turns. To the first position is the softest position, and then going clockwise is the firmest position. We're going to set it right in the middle at 4 or 5, and I'm going to just set it at 5 for now. And then each turn is an 1/8 of a turn, and there's 11 performance settings. We got the shock installed, everything's tightened down, and now we're just going to adjust the dampening of the shock. And right now it's at position 1, which is the softest setting. And then you'll be able to tell there's an indicator that shows you what setting you are on. This is bigger than all the other ones, so imagine it as a clock. And we're gonna go clockwise here. 1/8 of a turn. I just turned it 1/8 of the turn. That's 1/4. But 5 is right here because there's some resistance. It's not going too far back. If I can do this on the other side with another angle here. It's on the softest position, and we're going to turn it 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. That was 5. All right, y'all. So down here I have the stock struts. I have the stock shocks out of the car, and this one is very bad. I don't know what side this one came out of. I forgot, but I pushed it down and it's not even retracting. It's not even coming back up. That's how you can tell this is horrible. But this one is still pretty good. As you can see, if I push this one down, I pushed this one down already, so they're even. But this one is the only one that comes up pretty slow still, as you will see. Yeah, you can definitely tell the difference now for sure. So little did I know I even needed new shocks, but here we are. All right, guys, that's gonna wrap it up for today's video install. We only did the rear shocks for this video. Find the link in the description or in the comment section when I do end up installing the front struts on Bludini. Besides that, stay tuned for the next couple of videos. I'll catch you in the next one. We gone.